We're working on challenge 9, which is the popcorn challenge, which is use texture paste and do a raised element. And I'm going to start by making my own background. So what we're going to do is pull it out here, Vicky Bouton Creative X paint in the Prism Glaze. We're put it up through this stencil, and we're going to make our own background here. And that's going to be how we're going to use a texture paste. This is not difficult, and it's something you could do if you have a 12 by 12 stencil. Um, I got a few 12 by 12 stencils at Close to My Heart before they went out of business, and that's kind of the ones I tend to use. So that's what we're going to do. I am not going to try to make this perfect because I think that's going to be part of the charm of this, but it is going to create a raised texture. So I'll let you see this, and then we'll come back when it dries so you can see what it looks like. And that's going to be what I'm going to do. I may add some different texture on this too. I'm trying to decide here. I do love this iridescent glaze. It's so much fun. And I don't play a lot with mixed media and glazes just because it's not necessarily the jam that I like to play with all the time. But these I do love. I love the way they look. I love the idea of them. So we're just gonna make that happen. Okay, that's fun. Let's see what it looks like. Before we do that, what we should do, let's look at my goodness. Let's see. I got a big, huge piece of this on me. I'm gonna have to get that off. I'll use that with I have the distress. Kind of where's my gray? Frozen fog. There we go. These, by the way, are just a complete messy disaster right now. Let's shake up frozen fog. There's a little bit of silver. We're going to add it just a little bit on top of this. Just to add a little sparkle. And that's what I was going to do, is just going to add a little bit of sparkle to that. Now, I have to let this dry, or I could use an air gun, but I've got to go. I'm going to need to wash my hands. I'll use a little bit of anyway, I think this is going to be perfect. Oh, so pretty. Let's pick this up very gently. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's got the silver and fog, and then it's got all of that. So we're gonna let this dry. I will come back and show it to you, but trust me, super fun. So while the texture paste is drying, I am going to show you what I'm going to be using, which is I have a old Close to My Heart collection called Joy in the Journey, and it's a monochromatic, but it's the same color as that texture paste. And it's got some really cool sticker sheets and then some really cool colors. But what I'm going to do is make some of my own embellishments, so my own floral embellishments and my own title. So I wanted to say, you make me smile. And then I was also thinking about To the Moon and Back, but I think You Make Me Smile is probably a good one because this is the photo that I'm going to be using, which is of him smiling. So I thought You Make Me Smile would be good. So I'm going to be using just some of this different paper. It is kind of a textured blue. Then I'm going to make some florals out of these two papers. I've actually got two of those for some reason. And so that's what we're going to do. So I will let you watch me put my Sizzix over here and make some embellishment. Okay. So this is something that I forget to do a lot because I think I am always so stuck in using the embellishments that I have. But I do have a lot of die cuts. And these die cuts, particularly these ones from Tim Holtz that have the sentiments on them, I know a lot of people use them for cards, but they make great titles, particularly titles like You Make Me Smile that has 3 M's and 3 E's. And how many times can you ever find a sticker sheet that has 3 E's and 3 M's really there? So what a great use of a die cut to be able to make myself You Make Me Smile, which is great. Also, the florals in 3 different sizes, you're going to see how I'm going to just layer them together. So if you cut 3 different floral sizes out of 3 different colors of paper, you can make coordinating floral stacks. And that's what I'm going to do here with these. And I think that's just something that, like I said, I forget to do. I will say this scrapbook.com magnetic mat, it's what Belle got me for Christmas. It's a game changer. You don't have to tape down your dies. They just stick in the same place. It's if you have a Sizzix machine or any of the machines and they make the magnetic mat for it, it's pricey, but worth it. So after we cut all those apart, then the next thing we did is we laid them out. And I put the three different colors together, and then we're going to take them and we're going to make 3 different florals out of those papers that all match. I am going back to my, as I like to call it, my brads of shame. And I'm going to get out 2 white and 1 blue brad. In fact, I'm searching and searching and searching. And then I find what I think is blue. It's yellow. Don't ask me why I thought a blue one was yellow, but that's just the way it goes. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to get. I will probably never buy another brad in my life. And yet I probably cannot find the ones I want half the time. So I finally found a blue one. Anyway, and then I'm just going to line these up. And for the first one, I line it up, I poke it, I put it through, and then I think to myself, oh dear, I forgot to ink the edges. And I try to ink these edges after I'm already put it together. But this is a do what I say, not what I did kind of situation right now, where I'm going to tell you, please ink your edges beforehand. You will really, really be happy. See, watch me try to ink these edges. Oh dear. But I'm going to ink the other edges. But this does really turn out cute. I mean, they're just fun flowers. It's an easy way to make a embellishment. And in this case, a pretty big embellishment because these florals are pretty big. But if you could do it with circles. You could do it with squares, octagons, anything. You can layer them together and then make a little embellishment cluster. I think one of the things we just forget to do is if we have a collection that has more paper than embellishments, to make our own. And lately, I think you've seen in a lot of my videos, or we've been talking about a lot this crop, a lot of the collections have more embellishments than paper. Just so happened this one has more paper than embellishments, so I am making it work. And I really enjoy these embellishments. So after I put these together, we're going to stick this on the background. So I will do a quick transfer on the video and you'll get to watch that happen. Okay, so we have now pulled out our textured background and it's dry. I cannot tell you how cute it looks. It is using that iridescent paste and then putting the mica mist on top of it through the stencil and just letting it sit. If you have that Silver Fog mica mist, it really does just add kind of a little bit of a glitter on top, a little bit silver, and you can see it in the ones that didn't have the blue, and that's why I'm really glad I didn't do a full coverage of all of them. By adding that silver, it really made a difference. So now I'm going to just try to figure out where I want to put the You Make Me Smile. Originally, I thought I was going to put it on the photo, but it's not going to fit. The U is just not going to fit. So I'm going to have to put the U on top. So I fiddled with that for a very long time. Now, I am not good at the reversible tweezers. I want to be good with the reversible tweezers. In my heart, I'm good at the reversible tweezers, but no, I'm not good at the reversible tweezers. So tried real hard. And then also the thing that it took me a long time to figure out that those little holes on the back of these are to poke out the letters. What a game changer. Just get your pokey tool, you poke those letters out, they come right out. So anyway, so I'm going to do you on top and the Make Me Smile on the photo, which is perfect. I love the fact that the blue is picking up the blue in Jared's tie. And then I thought I wanted to put something up there. So I have this So Sweet. I want to make it a banner. So I'm going to cut that and make it into a fishtail banner. That's kind of perfect for what we have. And then I'm going to lay everything out and figure out if there's anything else I wanted. There's not really a lot of other things on this. There's Oh Happy Day, and I just put it there because I'm not sure where I want to put it, but I know I want to put it on the photo. So the first thing I have to do is stick down the Make Me Smile. So I'm going to get, and you're going to watch me struggle here, and I just want all of y'all to watch what I do. I put the S down, or the E down, and then I pick up, not the L, I don't pick up the L, I pick up the I. And then John calls me, and I'm like, oh, why are you calling me? And at this point, I still don't see it. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I just spelled it wrong. I just spelled smile wrong. How did that happen? But that's why, I used the wet glue so it didn't ruin the photo and everything was fine. And I think I told him something like, can you just leave me alone? I'm trying to smell smile. But he was at the grocery store and wanted to know if we needed something. So a little inside baseball there. But I eventually get all of these letters down. Humorously, I think this is the longest part of this whole video, is me trying to figure out how to stick down 3 words with wet glue. I miss the Xyron so much. I think I still have my old Xyron. I just don't think I have any cartridges for it. I am so tempted to go on eBay and just see if people still sell cartridges for the Xyron. Or if you're on here and you know if they still do the Xyron cartridges, please let me know. Because I just miss that thing. That was so perfect to make these into stickers. Now, if I had made it into stickers and I had stuck it down with that, obviously we would have had a big problem, because then I probably would have, my I and L mess up would have been much bigger. So now I'm going to stick down the photo. There was a piece of cat fuzz stuck to the texture paste. And that's always funny. I know most of you that have pets will understand, but I find cat hair on most of my layouts, which is fun. So I've got the You Make Me Smile. So I've got my title, which is great. And now I'm going to just decide where to put my florals and what else I want to put on this. So I know I want that one down there, and I want Oh Happy Day next to it. So we're going to put that down. I went back and forth on how to attach these, and I decided just to go ahead and use my adhesive. And then I wasn't sure if I wanted that flower up there or if I wanted it over by surrounding the photo. And I decided I just wanted it surrounding the photo. But I didn't like that heart up there. And I also didn't like it there, so I'm going to gently put it up. I end up putting that right in the kind of corner next to that floral and making that embellishment cluster a little bit bigger. I'm going to move those circles around, and I'm much happier with that. One of the good things about, I'm using Vicki Boutin's paper here, her mixed media paper. That is really, I think, one of the reasons why I can easily pull things up and down off that paper. Highly recommend that if you're doing any sort of mixed media. It does make a huge difference. Her paper does, or just a good mixed media paper. But for me, it also helped me with some of my indecisiveness. So now I do want something up at the top, but I don't want anything kind of big. So the sticker sheet has a few kind of faux torn washi pieces. So I picked 3, 2 lighter and 1 dark, and I'm just going to layer those 3 together and put those up there. And that's just going to make a little focal point up there. I could stamp the date or do something later if I wanted to. But this is the really close to the finished page. The last thing I end up doing is getting some silver enamel dots, and I'm going to put a few just around the page just to add just that one more kind of sparkle, and 3 up at the top too. So that is my completed page. Please go check out the My Little Scrapbook Store Hollywood Crop for all 25 of our challenges. This was challenge 9. Let's add some texture. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.